Too bad you didn't manage to save that woman.
She died of a heart attack. What's interesting is that the killer doesn't deal the death blow himself. He murders using machines and devices. That's his MO.
Let's go back to your solo action in the power plant.
The autopsy will tell us if she was alive then.
Don't change the subject.
Meaning?
The subject is solo action.
Well, Dick was on his way back to the Bureau.
It'll take some time before you two get used to one another, but don't blame him for what happened to Nick.
Boss, you don't think I sent him away, do you?
If he's made a mistake, he'll understand it. Because of his knowledge on previous cases, he's priceless to us.
But it was me who did the right thing and stayed. Boss, do you think he's not our guy?
You tell me. It'd be good to detain him for a couple of days, but I need a good reason for that.
He's on parole. Those guys are vigilant.
Maybe Dick will wring something out of him.
I need to question him too. At first glance, he doesn't look like the creator of all those sophisticated traps to me. A sidekick at most.
Better than nothing.
I'm going to interrogate him.
Squeeze him like a lemon.
Dick blamed me for the unsuccessful action. Is he the accomplice? How's it going?
Acting the fool?
You can see he did time.
He demands a lawyer. We may have problems soon, and there's no time for fooling around.
No idea how to get it out of him soon. Maybe I should show him the pictures of the victims?
Oh, yeah. Have you got the files of the murdered people?
Ruth was supposed to get them for me.
I asked her for Benson's file, too.
I'll check my room. Maybe the papers are already there.
Yeah, you do that. I need to have an urgent talk with the prosecuting attorney.
Isn't it too early for that?
Yeah, it's a totally different case. But I'll be back soon. Just give me 5 minutes.
Fine. I'm off then.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
Can I smoke?
No smoking here.
Got you too, huh?
You were doing time.
What, do I look like that kind of guy?
99, sentenced for rape attempt?
The chick changed her mind and I was so turned on. You know what I mean, doll?
What about you? Were you popular in prison?
That's not fair.
Precisely.
Christ, I'd rather have a guy questioning me.
Who are you covering up for?
Nobody. I'm on parole. Got it?
How's that possible? You're a security guard, and yet you saw nobody in the park?
I'm in big trouble again.
You've earned it.
You need a scapegoat, and I'm like a perfect candidate, as always.
Spare me the self-pity.
Who the hell should I pity?
I need a short break.
Whatever. I'll be gone in no time anyway.
Benson's not telling us everything. I have to find some way to make him more talkative. Melanie Jensen, gas poisoning. Madison Colby, died in a garbage truck. Thomas Dawkins, electrocuted in the kitchen. Jane Harrington, died in the power plant. Edward Carter, died at the grade crossing. Do you know the victim?
Take it away, I got nothing to do with it.
I'd have a look if I were you.
No, I don't know her.
Rings a bell?
No.
Positive?
Positive.
Do you recognize the person in the picture?
Doesn't look familiar.
Focus.
Leave me alone.
Watch carefully.
You think I did it, huh?
Looks familiar?
No.
So maybe you recognize her?
Hot chick, even in this picture. Where's my lawyer?
We've informed him.
Until he comes, I ain't talking.
I feel like you'd like to tell me something.
No.
What did you see there?
Ghosts.
Think. We'll dig everything out anyway, sooner or later. But if you cooperate with us, we may turn a blind eye to your amusement park sins.
Okay, I know that woman.
Which one?
This one.
Jane Harrington? What did you have in common?
Damn, only the best stuff, you know. A trial.
Which trial?
She was in the jury.
The other people? You know somebody else too?
I hope the guys behind the wall can see I'm cooperating.
Let's get back to the main point.
This is the main point for me.
All right, you're cooperating. So?
Her and a few other guys.
What?
They were jurors in my trial.
Fine, have a smoke.
You didn't even ask what trial he was talking about? He had a few.
Only 2 with the jury, if I'm correct. The first one was a murder case. They acquitted him. The second one was a rape case.
Well, only the latter makes sense. He would be taking his revenge on the jury for the sentence.
I don't know anything about the jury members. I'll ask Ruth for his file.
Go ahead. I'll find out in a second. Damn it, you can't smoke in here!
Do you have Benson's file for me by any chance?
Here it is.
As fast as lightning.
I've almost overheated my internal hardware.
Thanks.
Call on the boss. He wants something from you.
Wants to know what I think about Benson's questioning, I guess. Listen, what's up with the IT?
Doctor's leave.
Too bad. What happened to him?
He got a cold in the server room.
How was that possible?
Actually, I don't know much about it, but Wang told me he was reconstructing discs, bite after bite. You know, the same discs he had burned.
See you, Ruth.
Bye, sweetheart.
May I?
We're releasing Benson. His lawyer's taking him.
He can afford a lawyer?
Haven't you read the files? His father's a big shot, a politician, and a filthy rich one.
A black sheep in the family is like a conspicuous zit in close-up.
Benson Sr. even has a motto. No exceptions. He's made a weapon out of a family misfortune. A proper bastard.
One way or another, it's good to have an eye on the young Benson.
He's got an alibi. Yesterday afternoon before coming to the amusement park, he went shopping at the megastore. There's a video recording.
They're fast. They must have been tipped off sometime before the investigation.
Or Archie is involved in it and he knows it himself.
The pathologist's opinion matters here. When Jane Harrington was tied up, what was the substance the murderer had given to her?
Find out who she had lunch with yesterday, who she called, etc.
I dug out Benson's first case.
Anything interesting?
Yes, in 1998, he was accused of killing Carol Austin. She dealt with health food, meditation, channeling, horoscopes, and, be careful, reading the cards.
A modern witch.
She was probably shot while fortune-telling, but the card deck disappeared.
Yeah, what about Benson?
He had an affair with that woman. The deck was found at his place, but was removed from the evidence list. Some kind of procedural negligence.
Circumstantial evidence?
Yes, there were no witnesses, and no murder weapon was found. However, Benson's alibi was questioned. He was seen near the crime scene. It seemed that he was the murderer, and the press treated him as if he had already been convicted. But he was acquitted.
And the jury was admirably impartial.
And here's the most important thing. The Cardman's victims are the jurors from this trial.
Oh, well, that's some news. Only them? Nobody else?
Not so far.
Everybody that's connected with this case has to be found and protected.
The jurors, the prosecutor, the judge.
The detectives, the defense attorney. I'll give it to Ruth. You make sure you find the murderer.
I've got a problem with the motive.
Yeah, what might it be? A relative's taking vengeance on the jury because they've freed a monster?
The problem is that Benson seems to have been the only person close to her. And as the alleged killer, he should be the most threatened.
There has to be somebody from her family. If not revenge, then what could have caused the actions of this psychopath? Because we're dealing with a psychopath here, right?
He feels really hurt by the world. Maybe he even thinks that his mission is to mend the world.
Now, this circle of suspects is pretty narrow. Maybe it's just one of the jurors.
Let's have Ruth check if the voting was unanimous. That's all I have to say right now. I'll go and see Wang. Maybe he's found something.
Go, motivate him. This case is already covered in the media. I don't want the press to lynch us.
I'll be getting back to work.
You do it. Things are heating up.
Hey there, doing something for me?
Whenever I can.
The boss is extremely interested in this case.
It's curious that every agent that comes here says the same.
If you want to hear the boss himself say that, no problem.
I know you have no mercy on your superiors, but why trouble him?
Cut it out.
But you love talking to me.
Have you found anything?
I've got something, but I need time.
Are you cultivating bacteria cultures?
I've discovered what could be a partial fingerprint on the chip from the car.
Doesn't sound very promising.
It's a novel technology. The substances present on your skin cause minor metal corrosion. Getting the fingerprint requires a lot of caution and patience.
When?
Well, my overtime limit is exceeded, so...
As an external expertise?
It's possible that I'll work on it.
That's what I'd like you for.
Oh, can I see some sunshine here?
Ah, here you are.
What's the deal?
Yeah, guess who called?
The president?
Yeah, don't count on that. Somebody who's much more interested in you.
My father?
Nope. It was somebody who claims responsibility for the murders at the crossing and in the power plant.
Maybe it's a scam.
That's hard to say right now. He wants to talk to you. He's going to call once again.
Where should I pick up the phone?
Behind the one-way mirror. Let's get going.
Give me a minute.
Hurry up.
Ready?
Yes, answer it.
Yes.
Agent Bonnet?
Who's this?
I want to speak with Agent Bonnet, otherwise I'll hang up.
It's me, Nicole Bonnet.
I'll call you Nicole, okay?
Okay, and how should I call you?
What code name have you given to me?
The Card Man.
The Card Man? You understood so little.
So you don't like it? And how do you call yourself?
Not so fast, my dear. My real name is unutterable. You can't get to know it, or else you die.
So you're like God?
If you're persistent, maybe someday you'll find out. For now, you can call me Paul. This name's as good as any other.
What do you want, Paul?
Talk about Jane Harrington and Carter.
Did you know them?
Yes, those greedy creatures. Do you know why Carter is so punctual?
You promised something to him.
I told him it was a trial. He had to learn to use his GPS to determine the time of his ride to the second. He had to learn to manipulate time.
And why was that?
I sold him an idea for the perfect murder.
What idea?
Killing one's wife is really trivial. Enough of that.
Paul, you mentioned Jane?
I appreciate you calling me Paul. I told Jane I had something on her company CEO. She was a very ambitious woman.
How long did it take to convince her?
Not so long. My information was trustworthy. You see, Nicole, good bait is enough. Believe me, it was always about something ugly and illicit. If I'd offered world peace, they wouldn't have been moved. They would still be alive.
Are you planning anything else?
Nicole, please. Let's talk like intelligent people.
When are you going to kill the king? You got him, Wang?
Wait, he hung up too soon. He was calling from a different state.
What do you think about it?
We have to analyze this conversation. Wang, can you do it for us today?
No way, tomorrow.
Wang?
There's some training in the HQ. They told me I'd get fired if I tried to get out of it once again. If you're in a hurry, do it yourselves. Nothing difficult.
Yeah, and tomorrow the same people from HQ are going to ask us why it's not done yet.
We can send them the recording.
And they'll keep it for a week. I'd rather wait for Wang.
I can work on it for a second, but don't expect too much.
Thanks, Wang.
So now I'd like to be alone. Don't disturb me.
Nicole, wait.
What is it, boss?
There's a parcel for you.
A parcel? Does Ruth have it?
God forbid. Our sapper deals with such mail. Go there quickly before he detonates it.
fun like this every day?
Don't talk like that. We sappers are superstitious.
Okay, but we've just lost some evidence, and maybe even a chance to save somebody's life.
We took the box from the sidewalk with the help of our robot, of course. It was carelessly wrapped in paper that just fell off of it. The robot placed the box in the chamber, and I informed the boss. I didn't do anything with it.
Could it have been a time fuse?
Sure.
Are you going to analyze what's left of it?
I've got nothing better to do.
And the wrapping, do you have it?
You can take it.
Okay, see you. Still here?
I'll be off in a minute, headed for the HQ.
You're gonna sleep there?
The night shift.
Can you examine this piece of paper for me?
Under a microscope? Wait here.
Have you analyzed the conversation with the killer?
I've extracted and deleted the track with his voice. Didn't have time for anything else.
Oh, thanks anyway.
You'll be able to do the rest.
Can you show me how?
I don't have time now, but the interface is user-friendly. You'll manage.
Well?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
Something out of the ordinary. Traces, burns, some particles.
There are some organic fragments. Probably seeds.
Can you just take a picture and transfer it to the computer?
You want to stay here? Because I'm leaving.
Go ahead. Just don't switch off the computer and the scanner.
Okay, but it's on your own responsibility. I'll let the old man know you're staying.
You can trust me.
Do you know the fairy tale about the sorcerer's apprentice?
Take it easy. See ya. The wrapping of the box in an evidence bag. The wrapping of today's parcel. I've scanned one side of the evidence. I've scanned both sides of the evidence. I can't imagine securing evidence without these sterile, proper-sized bags. The wrapping of the box in an evidence bag. A bag with seed fragments. Fragments of seeds held with the tweezers. Haven't I forgotten about something? If I want to find out what kind of plant has such seeds, I need to use the database. I did it. Now I need to check the results in the database. The map shows the places in Louisiana where the Louisiana Navigation Company had its offices. These are Gretna in Jefferson Parish, Detallion in Terrebonne, and Baton Rouge in East Baton Rouge. I should fit the seed to the template suiting it. This map shows where Eleocharis rufilata is found in Louisiana. These are the parishes of Terrebonne, Jefferson, and Plaquemine. Be easier to analyze the data on my board. Nothing's happening. I found something on the wrapping.
So it wasn't destroyed?
No, the sapper took it off earlier. On the wrapping, there's a logo of the Louisiana Navigation Company showing a steamer.
You think it's a hint from the card man?
Yes. The Louisiana Navigation Company had its offices in 3 parishes: Jefferson, Terrebonne, and East Baton Rouge.
It's still too little to find the killer.
I found particles of seeds on the wrapping. I examined them under a microscope.
And?
It's Eleocharis rufilata, a plant found in Louisiana, in Terrebonne, Jefferson, and Plaquemine parishes.
That's not enough to find the murderer.
With the results of the seed examination and the information about the shipping line, I was able to narrow down the search to 2 parishes in Louisiana, Jefferson and Terrebonne.
We need more detailed information to find the exact spot. We're not going to split up and look around 2 parishes.
I don't know what to do next.
What about the recording? Maybe it will help us find the location.
I don't know how to use this equipment.
Wang said it wasn't that difficult.
Will you try it?
I'm not musical, but I heard you were.
Let me see. I think I heard a radio while talking to the murderer. If only I could locate that station. Filters will let me remove some of the interference. I mark a certain range, which is then used for the whole recording. Such a filter removes all similar interference. I managed to remove some interference from the recording. It couldn't be better. Now I should carefully listen to the recording.
It's station.
It's a radio station from Lafayette. What do you think about it?
Can you sum things up?
We've found the following hints on the latest parcel. A shipping company from Louisiana that had branches in Baton Rouge, Gretna and Jefferson Parish, and in Terrebonne Parish. Seeds found in 3 parishes, Terrebonne, Jefferson, and Plaquemine. Thanks to the phone conversation, I was able to identify the local radio station in Lafayette, but that's not enough.
The range. I think the radio's range is 60 miles tops. Draw a circle with such a radius around Lafayette.
I'll do it in a minute. Terrebonne Parish. The town's called Detalion. We've got you, card man. So we've got the place, Detalion, Louisiana. What do you think we should do next?
That's nice of you to ask my opinion. Okay, we could have been influenced by autosuggestion,
No way.
but I think we should check it.
Hallelujah! Tomorrow morning, by plane.
Prepare the necessary documents.
Okay, I'll let you know about the flight.
I'm going home. Maybe I'll get enough sleep for once.
See you at the airport. I'll call you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
It's quite nice here at the sheriff's, though the atmosphere is a bit drowsy.
FBI? What are you looking for in these boondocks?
Nobody told you we were coming?
I was fishing.
During working hours?
That's what we call the poacher hunting. I switched off my cell there, and you have no idea how far that sound carries in the swamps.
No internet connection here?
I haven't had time to check my mail yet. Oh yeah, a murder case.
We need some information.
What can I do you for? The only serial killers I know here are them alligators.
First, we'd like you to tell us something about the visitors.
Visitors?
Well,
Since Katrina, you're the only evidence that a world exists outside these swamps.
we're not passing by, Sheriff.
By the way, where can we stay for the night?
God, there isn't even a hotel here.
Really?
Sheriff?
Okay, we'll find something. I'll put you up.
Thank you. From now on, the crisis center is here. We're going to need the police support 24/7.
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll clear these boxes in a second.
So maybe in the meantime, we'll have a walk around the town. Eh, Dick?
All right. Please make sure you're online.
The walk won't take long. 2 steps and you're out of town.
See you.
I'll have a look around.
Nothing to look at this godforsaken hole.
A romantic street, almost like in New Orleans. It's just this silence. This house proves that life here used to be better. The store's closed. The car's splattered with mud, but apart from that, it's okay. So, was he hunting poachers or fishing?
You have to live in harmony with sheriffs.
Well, I guess you're right.
Otherwise, we'll be going to Baton Rouge with every kind of crap.
After all, he's got full support of the alligators, right?
I'll go get our laptops from the car.
And I'll have a look-see. We'll meet at the sheriff's.
It's not good he hasn't seen any strangers around here. I just can't believe the killer is that sluggish officer's homie.
If the sheriff really has a good memory, this whole trip might as well be for nothing.
I'll work on him.
I'll have a look around.
Meet me here in a few minutes.
I suppose this place used to be more crowded, especially when steamers drew up here. I think this is where the shipping company's office used to be. The river's brownish, sluggish, murky, and smells of sullage. Oh, I wish I could spend my time like they do. A pump for filling the boat with fuel. Hello. Nice boats you have here in Louisiana.
Nice indeed. Where are you from?
New York.
Your guy, too? What's bringing you to the States?
Why so surprised? You never had any visitors here?
A real crop today. Half an hour ago, I took one with this boat.
Could you tell me where to?
It ain't no secret. To the hunting cabin.
Goodbye.
Bye.
An airboat typical for this region. It also moves on the ground.
Hey! Stop peeking in my boat.
The bar looks like a dive. These tables aren't very popular at this time of day. Lucky Mojo Bar. Does it have anything to do with voodoo? The bar's closed.
I'll build a church for the old swamp spirits, where the hunting cabins stand.
Excuse me?
We'll sail on the steamer through the mangrove forest. The band playing Mama Morton singing Sid Chain's Infirmary. Jock Rubin standing on the bow. He'll grab a trumpet and call the spirits of all my dead friends. Oh yes, they'd be a bit angry, so to please them, I'll send the sheriff to New Orleans to get some hookers. Oh yes, the friends dead and alive are partying together. Only friends, no strangers.
Strangers?
No strangers. No dandies and the lawyers.
Instead of sailing on your steamer, you're just sitting in front of the bar?
They take care of the boat, but I needs to feed them. 'Cause when they are hungry, they become evil. Very evil.
Why don't you go there?
You crazy? Without my mojo.
Mojo?
You see, the sheriff taken my bag, and with it my mojo. I should have put it in my pocket before going into the store.
I'd like to go there too, to see the steamer.
You? Why?
I want to speak with the man who went there today.
I seen him. The spirits can get angry with him. I just need to ask him.
Yes, he might be in danger. I'd like to get him out of there.
You do that. We don't need him here.
So long.
Beware of them spirits. Don't cross their path.
That tourist, is he a lawyer?
Don't think so. Wasn't a haggling at all.
Where's that cabin?
In the wetlands, not far from the steamer.
So that poor man wasn't just babbling nonsense.
Aaron told you I'd be singing on the steamer.
Yeah.
He was babbling. No way I gonna do that.
So you are?
Mama Morton.
And the trumpet player?
Gone to New Orleans. You can see the bar's closed.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Feel at home. Just don't rummage through my papers.
Sheriff, will you take us to the steamer?
Where?
To the old steamer, upstream.
And how do I do that?
An ORV, a boat, I don't care.
I don't have a boat. My deputy is taking it out on patrol and won't be back until dusk.
By car, then. To that cabin in the wetlands.
But that's risky. Why would you go there?
I want to interrogate the stranger who went there.
Who are you talking about?
Weird you haven't noticed him.
Who told you all this stuff? Aaron?
That shabby fella in front of the bar.
Aaron.
Does he have a family?
Yeah, his sister's a singer there, in Lucky Mojo.
He looks down at heel.
Everybody leads some kind of life here. He leads one like that.
How does he manage?
He's a bit loony, but nothing dangerous. Steals something from time to time. Recently, he swiped a pack of cigarettes from the stall. God help us to have only such problems all year long.
Let's get going, Sheriff. No time to waste.
But you're gonna wait for your partner?
To be honest, every minute counts.
Let's wait until my deputy returns with the boat.
We can take your car.
We should wait for your colleague. If the car gets stuck in the mud, there'll be somebody to push it.
We'll manage on our own.
You don't know these roads. Besides, I got some urgent business. Janet? Janet, where are you? Where did she go? My secretary, she's doing community work. I've got a pile of documents to look through. I need to take care of it.
The desk is covered with papers. The sheriff needs a secretary. Let me guess. The deadline was yesterday. The sheriff's left, but he told me to feel at home. If I have to venture into the wetlands, I'll definitely need a map. Seems the sheriff has already taken an interest in the cabin and the steamer locations. A view of this town, the office of the Louisiana Navigation Company in the foreground. The door's locked. I can see a bag behind the glass. I'd love to see that steamer. Is it pretty?
Depends on what you like. Actually, it's just one huge wreck shining in the dark.
Can you take me there?
I ain't going. I got different plans.
So maybe you can just rent the boat to me.
Oh, no. Out of the question.
Are you sure? I'll pay you.
You're the pushy one, ain't you? You want to ruin my day?
So where can I get a boat?
Nowhere. You seen other boats around?
I'm from the FBI. I'm taking the boat for the sake of the case. I'll return it in the evening.
Huh? Let the FBI take it. It's broken anyway.
But you told me you'd taken somebody to the cabin in that boat.
This one? You heard me wrong. I'd never let nobody get on that boat, 'cause I ain't want to get thrown in the clink.
What's wrong with it?
Rudder's reacting slow. I'm so heavy that when I lean over, the boat turns and you'd skewer on some root. You been sailing on such boats?
Nope.
I won't let you commit suicide. You want to arrest me, then arrest me. But I ain't having you on my conscience.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's unbelievable that people here don't want to cooperate with us. Yeah, oh well. It's possible to convince everyone. But how?
Listen, where have you put the documentation file, the one with the killer's profile?
Nowhere. You took it out of the car, remember? In that bar along the way? You wanted to show me.
You're sure you haven't taken it?
Yes.
Damn. We need to go back and get it. I'll call there right away.
The sheriff remembered something?
Not really. So, you want to go with me to get the papers?
I've got another piece of the puzzle. It's a steamer a few miles upstream.
A steamer?
And there's a stranger who sailed there.
Do you know his name?
Ask the sheriff. Maybe he does know what's happening in this sleepy town.
You talk to him. I need to go.
No, I'm sailing to the steamer. When you're back, tell the sheriff to take you there in his ORV.
Don't you go there alone. He might be the killer.
Or a victim. I can't afford to wait.
Please, I'll be back in an hour, okay?
I'll be careful. I'll call you. That woman doesn't want to rent the boat to me.
That's Mama ain't letting me too. My own sister.
Why?
She frowns at them spirits. Don't like me hanging out with them.
Too bad. Oh well, I'll ask around in the town.
Wait, Erin'll think of something. I gotcha.
Huh?
I seen you were coming in and leaving the sheriff's. There and back.
So?
Not everybody can. I came in. You wouldn't see me till the next day. It mean he don't have nothing on you. Or maybe the other way around.
What are you talking about?
You'll cut no ice with Mama. And I got away.
You'll fix me up with the boat?
First, you get my mojo from the sheriff.
Deal.
Mojo first, remember.
What does this mojo look like?
It's a small bag, tied with a string. You'll know right away. Look inside a leather Indian bag.
So long.
Beware of them spirits. Don't cross their path.
This spiral tube was at the top. I'll ask Aaron. Maybe he needs it. A small bag tied with a string. Is it really the mojo? I wonder what's inside. Let's see. Or not. The spirits might rat on me to Aaron, and nothing will come of the exchange. This stench is suspicious. Yeast fermentation? I've found this tube in the bag.
Not my mojo, that for sure. But it's good you brought it.
What do you use it for?
Use it right. Just a fish in my equipment.
You're setting up a lab?
Them spirits told me too much fruit is wasted. Whole crates dumped.
What a terrible waste.
Exactly. And you could ferment in it and then purify it. You know what? Take it to the cabin as you go, huh?
Fine. Your mojo. Here you are.
Much better now. Much better with my mojo.
Glad to hear that.
You go there.
What about you?
I ain't got a chance today anyway. When she is singing, no, that's a different story.
You'll fix me a boat?
Do something for me. I got them beautiful chickens here straight from the store. Just don't tell nothing to the sheriff.
Sure thing. What do I do with the chickens?
Shh, take them and feed them to the spirits. You know how to do that.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, by the cabin. Water's burning. Blue flames. It's them. You just stand there. Take a breath and call. Tell them it's from Aaron. Call 3 times and throw them.
3 times?
Then tell them I don't want no strangers here. No strangers. No swanky whiteys in them elegant clothes. No them lawyers. The spirits will protect me. I won't give it away. Won't give the steamer away.
Aaron, calm down. Now you'll just bore them spirits with this talking.
See you, Aaron.
May the spirits protect you.
What about him?
He'll get over it. He's just a rockin' a bit, that's all. But let's go to the side or he never calm down.
Poor man.
He better now.
You're gonna leave him like that?
Nah, I gotta take him back home. He too excited today. All evening ruined. Good, I ain't singing tonight.
Too bad your boat's broken.
Frankly, not very much so.
So maybe you could rent it to me after all.
You do me a favor?
Sure.
I promised that guy I'd take him back. You just need to do that yourself.
Fine. How do I get there?
Oh, that's easy. First you're sailing north with the current till you see a huge tree knocked over into the water on your right. Now you turn that way. Then you'll see a little island with wild geese that are gonna raise from the ground. You following?
Of course.
They're always flying in one direction, so you follow them. On your left, there's a canal among them fields, and a mangrove forest. In the forest, you turn left, next to the bridge that come down, and then once right, and twice left. You remember?
Yeah, and there I find the cabin?
Almost. Just need to sail under the bridge. This time, it's a drawbridge. You be careful. There's a fork behind the bridge. 3 arms. You take not the first on the left, but the first on the right. You remember now?
First on the right.
If you get confused, some fellas fish from time to time by the correct river arm. But I don't know if they're fishing today. From there, it's just straight.
Thank God.
Yeah, but you'd be careful not to sail to the end of the lake, you know. The one with them alligators. Because there's a trunk under the surface, and you just tip over.
So, what do I do?
On the left, there'd be an overgrown canal. You'll notice the different colors. You don't hurry up, though. You'll get there at dusk and see nothing.
How long is it going to take?
About an hour from here.
So the cabin's going to be right behind this lake?
A stone's throw. You just be careful in one place, where the tree bent down to the water. As I was on my way back today, I hardly squeezed, and it sank even lower.
Gosh.
Don't get off the boat there, God forbid. You better return and turn left by that bridge. The first one.
No, that's fine. I'll manage somehow.
Good. Though the second route is almost as easy. You know how to steer it? The lever's for them rudders, and the gas is like in a car. Once you venture into the swamps, it just seems that you can sail this boat any place.
I'll cope with that. So, how much?
If you can bring them back by nightfall, I'll charge you only for the fuel.
See you in the evening, then.
Go now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
The boat looks quite okay, but I need to check the rudders. Not good. The rudders aren't working. I hope I can find something useful in this box. Not everything's fine inside. It looks durable and very sticky. If I hold it here, I can unroll the tape. An optimal stretch of tape, ready for quick sticking. These items don't match. Great! I managed to tape the tube. The funnel's too big. A view of this town, the office of the Louisiana Navigation Company in the foreground. Now there's enough fluid in the steering system. Lucky to get here. I'm almost out of fuel. I don't know how this woman imagined me coming back. The petroleum is trickling and making slicks on the water surface. At the moment, this wire will only get in my way. There's a light in the cabin. I should get in and talk to the stranger, but carefully. Better not get wet in the rain. Well, that was necessary.
Name?
Arthur. Ow! Blake!
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ouch?
Yeah, very funny. I was feasting my eyes on the surroundings until you... Why did you hit me like that?
You were reaching for the drawer. I couldn't risk it.
You nearly frightened me to death. You kill many people this way?
My, that was rude. Your profession?
I'm a writer. It means I write books, in case you're wondering.
Very funny. Where do you live?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania? How did you get here?
By plane. I rented a car in New Orleans.
How old are you?
40.
Have you got any ID to confirm this?
No. It's still a free country, isn't it?
All right. Let's start from the beginning. What are you doing here?
I didn't break in, damn it. This cabin's for sale.
And you want to buy this shack?
Yes, the shack, the swamp, and the steamer, along with the alligators, and they promised me the wandering spirits floating above the water as a bonus.
Who? Who promised?
Prescott, Crosby, and Moreau, from New Orleans.
The owners?
Agents. I have an appointment here.
With which one?
Neither. His name's Turner. He's an employee.
This doesn't add up. I don't believe you're gonna look around the area in the dark.
I've already looked around. He was gonna take me back to town.
When?
He's late.
Right. Maybe you are a writer, because it all sounds like some fiction to me.
Ask the sheriff. I talked to him this morning.
The sheriff hasn't seen any visitors in town today. And you are a visitor, aren't you?
You're bluffing. I did visit him, and I left the transaction papers in the car not far from his office.
We'll check it.
If you don't let me go now, you'll have to apologize to me.
Stop fooling yourself.
I left my notebook there in the kitchen. I hope I can take it.
Is it so precious?
My notes are in it. I use them for work. So, can I?
Tell me, what does this Turner look like?
Not very distinctive. Bald. Quite tall. An intriguing look, but calm. 40-ish. Intelligent.
How long have you been in touch?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a month?
I'm gonna check that Turner. You'd better be telling the truth.
I've been dreaming of finding such a lovely place in the wilderness. Far away from people. Writing books in peace and quiet. Is it a crime to have such plans?
Wait here patiently.
I'm not going anywhere.
It's pitch black. As usual, different things are stacked around. There's drinking water in the bottle, so this is the local power station. The screw terminal was removed from this electrode. A small weave fabric faded a long time ago. It's too dark to find anything.
Nicole speaking.
Where are you? I can't see you, and I guess you can't get lost in this town.
Probably because I'm not there. I'm near a cabin in the wetlands, close to the steamer.
You should have waited for me.
Take the sheriff and come to get me. My boat's out of fuel.
Was it worth going there?
I found one landscape amateur here. He says he's going to buy these grounds.
What's his name?
Arthur Blake.
If I remember correctly, there was no Blake on the jury.
That's right.
So you think he's the murderer? Are you in control of the situation?
Yeah, I cuffed him to a railing, but he doesn't look like our guy. He'd have to be a really great actor.
Almost every serial killer is a psychopath and manipulator. He'll trick you into bringing him the rope he'll then use to tie you up.
Has it happened to you?
What?
Nothing. Check Arthur Blake for me. He says he's a writer, 40 years old, blonde graying hair, dainty, less than 6 feet tall, oval face, glasses, lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, I'll call you back. We'll be there soon. Take care of yourself.
Oh, by the way, he claims he talked to the sheriff in the morning.
He's lying. Be on your guard.
Relax. See you.
Bye.
Hi, Ruth.
How's the South? Warm?
Drizzling, but charming. Are you still at work?
Yes, I told you I needed to deal with some papers.
I have no access to the net. Can you check something for me?
It will be a pleasure to leave those charts for a minute.
Could you check Prescott, Crosby, and Moreau office from New Orleans? And a certain Turner who works for them.
Turner. Prescott, Crosby, and Moreau from New Orleans. All right, I'll call you back in a while.
Thanks.
There's no such office in Louisiana.
It's Dick. There is such an author. He writes fantasy books. He's achieved quite a success recently. He's won some kind of award.
Have you seen his picture?
Yeah, matches your description.
But why did he lie about seeing the sheriff in the morning?
He didn't. The sheriff regained his memory and confirmed it.
That's weird.
Yeah, the sheriff isn't frank with us. He mentioned the plot with the cabin in passing.
Blake wants to buy it.
Smacks of a swindle.
That's right. The office that was supposed to be selling the plot doesn't exist.
Now what's going on here?
The writer has an appointment with their representative, a certain Turner.
This reminds me of something.
A trap?
Yeah, the cardman usually lures his victims with a real bargain.
An artist's dream come true. A swamp retreat for a song?
Maybe. And there's one more thing.
Yes?
An abandoned car from New Orleans was found.
What's so strange about it?
Well, the insurance was paid by the car rental at the airport.
It's Blake's car.
No, his car's in the town.
So whose is it?
The car rental's closed, but I've sent some officers to the manager.
Let's sum it up. The cardman might have set a trap for Blake, but Blake isn't one of the potential victims we've singled out. I need to talk to him. One way or another, he has to be protected.
I'll take the sheriff, and we're coming for you. Maybe I'll manage to get something out of him.
Hurry up. I think the card man has a slight edge over us.
We're leaving soon.
Did you hear my conversation?
Me? No.
You sure did, but not all of it.
I was working.
On your handcuffs?
No, on the imprisonment scene.
I don't get it.
The protagonist of my new novel, a lonely wanderer, is imprisoned in the swamps.
Imprisoned?
By an Amazon, a bounty hunter.
And why is that? Has he been naughty?
No, he just looks like somebody who kidnapped the king's child. But it doesn't matter to her. She only cares about the prize she's going to get after delivering the prisoner to the king's butchers.
Not a very complicated character.
The Amazon? Complicated enough. She's only a tool I use to get the protagonist into trouble.
And if the Amazon's doing it to protect him?
From what?
From the real evil. A murderer who's lurking in the swamps, killing lonely wanderers.
Why would she hold him captive? But the idea is quite good. It just needs some polishing up. I got it!
Yes?
She wants to take advantage of him. She's not protecting him. She's going to use him as bait.
And if all of it happened for real?
Well, it did in a way. You arrested me. We only need to put on costumes, light the fires, add coyote howling in the distance, and forget about cell phones.
How would you feel if I really was using you as bait? Because there is a murderer lurking here.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Wait a second. What is this about?
About a series of crimes. The perpetrator lures his victims into traps, usually in remote places, and deprives them of their lives in fancy ways.
What for?
For profit.
Are the victims rich?
Some are, but it's not about the money. What would you say it's about, Mr. Writer?
Revenge? Lust for murder? Satisfaction?
In any case, the profits aren't material.
What are you trying to tell me? That somebody's hunting me? This doesn't make sense.
It's just your point of view.
Should I be scared? Well, who's the murderer?
And if my theory makes sense, it can only be Turner.
You're funny. I can't imagine this well-mannered lawyer hiding here in the bushes. You've let your imagination run wild.
And doesn't all this stimulate yours? You're a writer, aren't you?
So maybe you'll uncuff me now? Or do you still want to use me as bait?
Okay, but you have to follow my instructions for your own good until we leave this place.
Okay, within reason.
Do you feel better?
Sure. Why did you decide I'm not a suspect?
Your personal details are fine, and Turner's aren't.
They aren't? So maybe I invented him.
That would be a mistake.
On your part? What do you mean his personal details aren't fine?
The office at which Turner allegedly works doesn't exist.
What do you mean? What about the letters I got from them? Besides, this is where I met Turner today.
At the office?
In front of it. Turner invited me to one of those charming old-fashioned restaurants.
A hackneyed trick used in many variations.
What about the company paper, the address? Besides, there was a plaque with the company logo on the wall.
He might have rented a room in that office building. I guarantee we won't find a trace there. But we need to check the address anyway.
It was, 212 St. Jerome Street.
What gave you the idea to buy land here? It's too far to come here for the weekend.
It's not about weekends. I want to move here.
And your family?
I don't have a family. An artist should be free.
So, you want to hole up in this cabin? You can spend a nice day here, but live in this place?
You don't need a lot of money to live here, and I can afford to buy the steamer for my royalties.
Are you going to repair the steamer?
Imagine it sailing along the Mississippi. Awesome. Well, you don't have to imagine that. I'll invite you for the cruise.
Oh, thank you. I hope you succeed.
Of course I will. I will invite my friends and enemies, publishers, agents, critics that depreciate my books, artists, photographers, beautiful women. I'll get a Dixieland Jazz Orchestra whose music will echo in New Orleans.
Well, I know somebody who presented the same vision.
Really? And I thought I was so original.
It was Aaron, the man on the wharf.
The black guy?
The African American.
The tramp. He said I was gonna have a ball on the steamer?
No, that he was. He'd invite the spirits of the dead and wouldn't give the steamer to anybody.
Really? Well, what is he up to?
You tell me.
He was raving.
Actually, he did look psychotic. Maybe he was under the influence of hallucinogens.
I wouldn't exaggerate. Maybe he had a bad day. The sheriff said he's a good man.
Good? What do you mean?
Blended in the community.
And your deal? What do you think about it now?
Well, you have stirred things up. Tomorrow I'll go to New Orleans. You'd better talk to Turner himself. I think you're wrong about him.
How did you find Turner?
He found me. He read the interview I gave. He knew my last book. He said that when he was reading it, this area came to his mind. There's something in it. This is an amazing place, after all, don't you think?
Do all of your books take place in such settings?
Well, I like it.
Do you have anything signed by Turner, or maybe his picture?
I don't think so.
I have no idea how long we're going to have to wait for my partner and the sheriff. Let's hide inside.
But there's no electricity there. And if I remember correctly, when you were incapacitating me, the remains of the kerosene spilled on the floor.
I'll figure something out, but don't leave this place, or I'll have to cuff you again.
All right, all right.
Excuse me a while.
Sure.
The power's back on. I hope there's enough for a few hours.
Now we can go inside.
That's good. I'm a little cold. I'd love some hot tea.
That's a good idea. Maybe we can light the stove.
Stay away from my notebook.
Then I guess we'll have to chop some wood.
I'll gladly warm myself up this way.
No, you'd better stay inside.
This stylish cupboard is full of trinkets. Dark cake with a topping and a creamy filling. It looks tasty, but who knows how long it's been here. A little table with a drawer for trinkets. Maybe the writer took some pictures that could be helpful in the investigation.
I've seen a camera. Surely you've taken some pictures here, haven't you?
Yeah, it would be hard not to. Before I settle here for good, I have to make do with the pictures.
Did you take photos of Turner, too?
No, it didn't occur to me.
Are you sure?
Of course. Though, I have to admit he's got an interesting face. But I don't know if he'd agree.
I have to stop this conversation for a while. Please stay here.
Of course.
Yes? Nicole Bonnet speaking.
It's Dick. We're stuck in the mud, all because of the rain.
So, we have to spend the night here?
Can you?
I guess so.
I can see the sheriff's fed up. I'll try to persuade him to take the boat.
You can't get here in the dark without him.
Yeah, that's right. Prepare a place to sleep just in case.
Did you find out anything?
Yeah, the owner of the steamer and the land you're on is Aaron Morton. He's called the Tramp here.
That's interesting.
He's been living in that cabin for years. He acquired ownership by prescription.
It's not that obvious. I think he's been living with his sister recently.
How do you know that?
I've seen him in a trance on the wharf. That woman took him from there. So, as a matter of fact, Blake's buying the land from him?
I guess so.
I think there's going to be trouble. Aaron's got other plans.
I don't want to talk about it now, but it looks strange.
What about the car rental? Do you have the description of the person who took the car?
No, they're dawdling. Anyway, keep your eyes open. I'm off. Sheriff's calling me.
See you tomorrow, then.
At the latest.
The petroleum's still flammable, but once it's purified and heated, maybe it can be used as fuel for the lamp. I'll need to boil this water thoroughly. Nothing to light it with.
Do you have a lighter?
Just a minute. Here you go.
I have to stop this conversation for a while. Please stay here.
Of course.
I like watching fire.
Me too. I could do it for hours.
You moved to a different world then.
Childhood days. Me and my friends would sit around a fire under the starlit sky, and deep inside I was drunk with happiness.
Where's all of this been lost? We've got to prepare a place to sleep. We might have to stay here until tomorrow.
Unless Turner takes us.
To the afterworld. I'd rather he didn't. He did cast a spell on you. He sensed what you wished for and totally fooled you.
So he's not a killer, but a sorcerer.
Do you believe he's here?
No, it's unimportant. I'm just setting the scene. I know the motivation of the Amazon and the Wanderer, but what about the sorcerer?
Wait a minute. What's the Wanderer's motivation?
The sorcerer has a medicine for him, to cure the sickness of his soul.
What sickness?
He's a real vagabond, an exile. He can't find a place to build something permanent. But what about the sorcerer?
He collects 6 souls.
To
impale them and watch them die.
Souls are immortal.
Not if the sorcerer has power over them. The sorcerer is evil incarnate.
So the Wanderer has to face him. That's a hero's destiny.
It's possible that outside in the dark, there's a real serial killer. And you're interested only in the story. I'm lost for words.
What's so bad about this conversation?
Nothing. But I'd rather we talked about what's really happening. For instance, about this purchase transaction.
It's nothing special. You're cold. Isn't it time for tea?
Yes, that's a good idea. I have to stop this conversation for a while. Please stay here.
Of course.
That signal. A text message. But it wasn't myself.
Your tea is ready. Let's have some...
What happened to me? Oh, did I fall asleep? Did I collapse? Blake's vanished. The question is, where did he go? Mr. Blake, where are you? Where is he? Where did he go? The drawbridge is lower now. Blake must have walked by this place, but fortunately, he didn't raise it back to the very top. It's the writer's cell phone. There's a message on the screen from 2 hours ago. Not everything's lost yet. I've got an idea. Meet me on the steamer in 1 hour. Turner.
Hello?
Dick, Blake's gone.
What happened?
I found his cell. Turner lured him to the steamer, but I can't get there.
Okay, I'll bring together the special unit. Don't do anything risky.
Blake's in the hands of the murderer. I need to hurry. Coast is clear. The bridge is in the water. I can't get any further. Maybe I could jump on the poles and move a few feet, but what next? I need to get some light. Maybe I can fill the kerosene lamp with fuel. I can't dawdle. Blake's still in the hands of the murderer. The flammable fabric is hanging from the funnel. Now the canvas is short enough. Not gonna happen. When I heat the petroleum, it will steam. These items don't match. Nothing doing. Yeah, right. Not gonna happen. Crudely purified petroleum. It doesn't look so good. Alligators everywhere. But still, I think I stand a better chance than Blake confronting the murderer. It's too far. The post in front of me is immersed in the swamp. I'm afraid to step on it. If only I could move it up. It's good. Well done, Nikki. It's not getting any worse, is it? Yeah, right. I made myself a bridge. Careful, the posts are rotten. Good job, Nikki. I don't know which way to go. It's too far. Just a little more. I don't want to be alligator food. It's too far. Nothing doing. Yeah, right. Come on, move it. It's the last platform. I'm almost there. The paddle wheel is turning. Too bad I lost everything when jumping. The rider is tied to the wheel. I need to stop it. Maybe I can stop the paddle wheel from the bridge. I can't go down to the engine room. It's almost as if I expected the cardman to be waiting down there for my orders. I don't know how on earth I managed to stop the engine. The cardman must have installed some kind of device, but I did it. The King of Hearts. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's the end of the deck. Aaron wearing the hat behind the helm. Is this a lunatic's dream?
Like a bullet from a gun, she arrived on the scene. A young detective who doesn't know the meaning of fear.